Welcome, fellow numismatists and coin enthusiasts. Today, we embark on an exciting journey into the world of U.S. coinage, focusing on a seemingly modest yet intriguing piece, the 1991 Lincoln Memorial Penny. While it may appear unremarkable at first glance, this coin holds a wealth of history, potential errors, and surprising values that can captivate both seasoned collectors and curious newcomers alike. The legacy of the Lincoln Memorial Penny, introduced in 1959 to commemorate President Abraham Lincoln's 150th birthday, the Lincoln Memorial Penny replaced the original wheat design. The reverse side features the iconic Lincoln Memorial Building, while the obverse showcases a portrait of Lincoln himself. The 1991 edition continued this tradition, with coins minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mintage figures. Understanding rarity: the rarity of a coin significantly influences its value. Here's a breakdown of the 1991 Lincoln Memorial Penny mintage. Philadelphia, P. approximately 5.17 billion coins. Denver, D. around 4.16 billion coins. San Francisco, S. about 2.87 million proof coins and X20. While the high mintage numbers suggest abundance, certain factors can enhance a coin's desirability among collectors. Current market value: in circulated condition, a standard 1991 penny holds its face value of 1 cent. However, uncirculated coins, especially those with higher grades, can command higher prices. For instance, 1991 D. Lincoln Penny MS-67 valued between $9 and $151,991. D. Lincoln Penny MS-68 ranges from $24 to $741,991. D. Lincoln Penny MS-69 can fetch between $5,405 and $11,400 and X20. These values highlight the importance of coin grading and the condition of the coin in determining its market worth. Recognizing valuable errors and varieties: while most 1991 pennies are common, certain errors and varieties can significantly increase their value. Collectors should be on the lookout for double die reverse DDR. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin has been misaligned, resulting in doubled images on the reverse side. A 1991 DDR penny can be worth up to $50 or more, depending on its condition. Off-center strikes: coins that were not properly aligned during the minting process can have portions of the design missing, making them unique and valuable. Clad layer errors: some pennies exhibit partial missing clad layers, where the copper coating is absent in certain areas, creating a distinctive appearance and increasing desirability among collectors. Strike-throughs: foreign materials or debris on the die can cause strike-through errors, resulting in unusual marks or textures on the coin's surface. How to identify and grade your 1991 penny: to determine if your 1991 penny holds potential value, consider the following steps. Examine the condition. Look for signs of wear or damage. Coins in mint condition with sharp details are more valuable. Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin for any of the aforementioned errors or varieties. Grade the coin. Coin grading involves assessing the coin's condition on a scale from 1 to 70. Higher grades correspond to better conditions and higher values. Consult price guides. Refer to reputable coin price guides and auction results to understand the current market value of your coin. Where to buy or sell 1991 Lincoln pennies: if you're looking to acquire or sell a 1991 Lincoln Memorial penny, consider reputable platforms such as eBay, a vast marketplace where collectors buy and sell coins, including rare and rare varieties. Heritage Auctions, a leading auction house specializing in rare coins and currency. Local coin shops, establishments that offer buying, selling, and appraising services for coins. Final thoughts: the 1991 Lincoln Memorial Penny, while not the rarest coin in circulation, offers a fascinating glimpse into the world of numismatics. By understanding its history, recognizing potential errors, and properly grading the coin, collectors can uncover hidden treasures within their collections. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, the journey of discovering valuable coins can be both rewarding and educational. Remember, the world of coin collecting is vast and filled with opportunities. Keep exploring, stay informed, and who knows, you might just stumble upon a coin worth more than its face value. For more insights into rare coins and collecting tips, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel where we explore the mysteries and values of coins you might already own. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button, tap subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a chance to learn which coins in your change jar could be worth serious money. Today, we're talking about a coin that's been in circulation for nearly 3 decades, but only recently has it been catching the attention of collectors, dealers, and even auction houses around the world. Let's get started with the history and origin of the 1995 Lincoln penny, and why this specific date and mint mark matter more than you might think. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it's been a staple of American coinage ever since. Fast forward to 1995, a year that might not seem all that special at first glance, but in the world of coins, it was a pivotal time. The U.S. Mint in Denver, Colorado struck over 7 billion Lincoln pennies that year. Yes, that's billion with a B. These coins were part of the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which had been in place since 1959, replacing the earlier wheat-back design. But here's the twist: while the Philadelphia Mint released the famous 1995 double-die penny, which exploded in popularity, many collectors overlooked the Denver version, thinking it was just another common coin. But here's what most people don't realize: there are some serious gems hiding among those billions of coins. And if you know what to look for, you could be in for a big surprise. So what makes a 1995 penny so valuable? First, let's talk minting errors and varieties. Even though the famous double die is mostly associated with the Philadelphia Mint, some Denver minted pennies also show subtle errors, including off-center strikes, die cracks, weak strikes, and even misaligned dies that can drive up the value significantly. But the real goldmine lies in condition coins that have survived over 25 years in near-perfect condition. Especially those graded MS-67 or higher are incredibly rare. These are coins that were pulled from circulation early or never spent at all, and those coins can sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars at auction. Collectors and investors are on the hunt for red-toned, fully lustrous, uncirculated examples with razor-sharp detail. And when these coins are certified by major grading companies like PCGS or NGC, the value jumps exponentially. Now let's talk about what these coins are selling for today. A regular, circulated 1995 penny might only be worth a few cents. But don't let that fool you. A brilliant uncirculated red example graded MS-66 has recently sold at auction for over $200,000, and it gets even better. An MS-67 red version has sold for up to $1,500,000, and there are examples pushing over $2,000,000 depending on eye appeal, rarity, and demand at the time of sale. And guess what? These sales aren't from 10 years ago, they're happening right now. The coin collecting market is booming. Young collectors, digital investors, and even crypto-wealthy buyers are looking to put their money into tangible, historical assets, and that includes coins like the 1995 D Lincoln cent. So how can you tell if your penny is valuable? Here's your checklist. Mint mark: look for the small d under the year 1995. That means it was struck in Denver. Condition: the coin should have its original red color, no scratches or stains, and sharp edges. Die errors: look for doubling, die cracks, off-center strikes, or any unusual features. Luster: a brilliant shine and no signs of wear means a higher grade. Certification: if your coin looks flawless, consider sending it to a professional grader for authentication. Grab a magnifying glass, a soft cloth, and go through your change jar. You might just find a gem.so. You found a great coin. What next? You can get it graded by PCGS or NGC. Sell it online via eBay or coin marketplaces. Take it to a coin dealer or attend a local coin show. Join a Facebook coin group or Reddit community to connect with other collectors and buyers. Make sure to compare prices, check past auctions, and always get multiple opinions before you sell. The difference between selling your coin for $50 or $500 could come down to how much you know and who you sell to. The 1995 D Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how something so small can hold enormous value historically, emotionally, and financially. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, this coin is a reminder that treasure doesn't always come in gold bars or buried chests. Sometimes it jingles in your pocket. So the next time someone says, "It's just a penny," you can smile and say, "Maybe to you, but to the right collector, it's worth a fortune." Where we dive deep into the stories, secrets, and surprises hidden in your pocket change. If you've ever wondered whether that little copper coin sitting in your change jar is actually worth a lot more than 1 cent, then stick around, because today we're talking about something that might just blow your mind. We're breaking down the full story behind the 2005 D Lincoln penny. That's right, the 1 cent coin minted in Denver in 2005. And you won't believe how much some of these coins are worth today. From rare errors to minting secrets, collector demand, and real market prices, this is the ultimate guide to the 2005 D Lincoln penny. Let's begin with the background. The Lincoln cent has been one of the most iconic American coins ever produced. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it was the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real person. Over the decades, the reverse design has changed from the original wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial introduced in 1959, and then again in 2009 with special bicentennial designs. But in 2005, we were still in the era of the Lincoln Memorial reverse. Now here's something most people don't realize. Even though it seems like a modern, everyday penny, the 2005 D Lincoln cent marks an interesting time in U.S. coinage. By this point, the mint had shifted its metal composition decades earlier from 95% copper to a copper-plated zinc core starting in 1982. That means your 2005 penny is mostly zinc underneath, but still looks just like the classic copper coins. And the Denver Mint, represented by that little D under the date, produced over 5 billion of these pennies in 2005. Yes, that's billion with a B. So how can any of them be rare or valuable? Well, as we're about to find out, It's not just about how many were made, it's about how they were made and what happened during minting. Now here's where it gets exciting. Not all 2005D pennies are created equal. Some of them have rare mint errors or die varieties that make them extremely desirable to collectors. Let's go over a few of the most notable ones. First up, double die errors. This is one of the most popular types of minting errors, and it happens when the die that strikes the coin has been impressed with a doubled image. On some 2005D pennies, collectors have found doubling on Lincoln's eye, the date, the word liberty, or even on the motto, "In God We Trust." These are known as double die obverse, or DDOs, and if you happen to have one in decent condition, you could be looking at a coin worth $25, $50, or even over $100 depending on grade and clarity. Then we have off-center strikes. These are coins that were not properly centered in the press when they were struck, and you'll notice part of the design missing or shifted. A 2005D penny that's 10 to 15% off-center can fetch anywhere from $20 to $100, while extreme examples over 50% off can sell for several $100s. Let's not forget about clipped planchets where part of the coin's edge is missing due to a minting mishap. These error coins can also bring in $25 or more depending on size and visibility. Another interesting variety is the broad strike error. This happens when the collar die fails and the coin spreads out wider than normal. Combine that with a mint state grade and you've got a very collectible error. Now you might be thinking, alright, but how do I know if my coin is valuable? Great question, and the answer often comes down to condition. Coin collectors use a grading scale from 1 to 70. With 70 being a flawless mint state coin. A 2005D penny straight out of circulation might grade anywhere from VF very fine to AU almost uncirculated, and those are typically worth face value unless there's an error. But if you find one that's never been circulated and still has full red luster known as MS mint state red, now you're talking serious value. Coins graded MS65 red or higher are much more rare and can sell from $10 up to $50 or more, even without errors. And if your coin has a major error and also grades high, well, now you're in the collector's sweet spot. Auction results have shown some high-grade 2005D Lincoln pennies with dramatic errors selling for over $300. So what are these coins actually worth right now in 2025? Well, the coin market can be hot and cold depending on trends, metal prices, and collector interest, but based on recent sales and auctions, here's a quick breakdown. A standard 2005D penny in circulated condition is usually worth 1 cent. No surprise there. In uncirculated condition, with a red luster and no errors, it might be worth $10 to $50 depending on grade. Find one graded MS66 or better, and you're easily looking at $10 to $25 or more. Errors like double dies, off-centers, or clipped planchets can raise that price significantly. Coins with strong doubling and high grades are being listed and sold for $100 to $250 regularly. And here's the kicker: if your coin is a rare error or variety and it's certified by a trusted grading company like PCGS or NGC, that can double or triple your value on the resale market. If you're wondering how to find out if your 2005D penny is valuable, here's what you need to do. Step 1. Look closely with a magnifier. Check the date, the word liberty, and the motto for signs of doubling. Step 2. Flip the coin and inspect for off-center designs, edge damage, or striking issues. Step 3. Look at the color. Does your coin have a bright red copper tone? That could mean it's in mint state. And step 4. If it looks unusual, or in great shape, consider sending it to a grading service for a professional opinion. So there you have it. That tiny little 1-cent coin in your pocket might just be a hidden treasure. The 2005 Lincoln penny may seem ordinary, but with the right era, the right condition, and the right eye, you could be holding a piece worth hundreds of dollars. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and keep learning. Every coin has a story and sometimes a surprise. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more rare coin guides, collecting tips, and market updates. Drop a comment if you found any cool 2005 pennies or if you have questions about your coin. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1995 Lincoln penny, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more coin stories, price guides, and collecting tips every single week. Comment below if you've ever found a valuable penny or if you're going to start checking your change after this video. Until next time, happy collecting.